Welcome to Talk About It Tuesday, everybody. My name is Julie Brookins, and I am a quality of life warrior and a biohacker. And I am here with the amazing Jen Ranke, and she is a business strategy coach, and she has amazing ideas to help move your business forward. And we have so much fun doing this every Tuesday. I always look forward to it. And today we're talking about self-care, and I love that we're so timely here because today was the day I just did not have time for a shower this morning, and there were exploded Easter baskets all over the highway when I went to my first meeting. So I actually had to practice one of my self-care things that I'll share with you in a minute. But Jen, I'd love to hear what self-care means to you, because our life is crazy and we need to make time for self-care.
Thanks for asking. I'm just visualizing all the Easter baskets on the road. I'm like, that's really colorful.
It was beautiful.
Sorry, whoever did that. They lost some Easter baskets. But so my point of view on self-care is more kind of on the business side. Like, we're both entrepreneurs. And although it's exciting to be our own boss, we get to make our own schedule. It is exhausting, right? So the reality is most businesses, only 50% survive past 3 years. And that's directly related to kind of how we run our businesses as CEOs of our businesses. And that relates to self-care. So consider self-care as an investment for yourself, because if you're tired, if you're exhausted, if you didn't make time for yourself, you're less sharp, you're less productive, and that equates to less cash flow coming in, right?
Oh, totally.
That's scary. So self-care is very important as an entrepreneur and as a boss. What I do is I have to make time for exercise, whether it's getting away for a walk or doing some kind of YouTube channel exercise, but I have to reset my mind and kind of break up my day and just kind of get my endorphins back up and running. And then when your day is over, turn off the phone, shut it off. Don't answer any emails, any texts. Focus on yourself and focus on your family, because as an entrepreneur, you have to stay healthy. And that relates to everything that you do for self-care for yourself. Thank you for asking. What about you, Julie?
I want to say I really love your point about giving time to where you're unplugged from your business. I have seriously burned myself out by not giving myself that permission. So yeah, thank you, Jen. That was amazing. So for me, I've been self-employed the majority of my career. So I've always had some sort of self-care woven to my day and week because my physical health has always been a priority to me. So I've always been mindful of things like exercise, hydration, and nutrition. Interestingly, and to your point, it does impact our business. I didn't really realize what was missing in my self-care until I started reaching that burnout level. And also I read a quote about compassion, and that your compassion, if your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. And I was like, really? Like, I started thinking about it. I'm like, wow, I am like the least forgiving of myself, right? Like the Easter baskets I was talking about, they're exploded all over the highway. So traffic had to slow down to navigate the Easter baskets this morning. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be late. Oh my God, I'm going to be late. I'm like, wait a minute. I have no control. There's Easter baskets all over the highway. So compassion, right? Like giving myself grace. And so this is something I learned over time, which is I needed to give myself compassion, patience, forgiveness, kindness. Those are part of self-care. Like we're quick to give them to other people in a lot of cases, but not ourselves. So now I make sure to build in time to my day where I have time for pause or a 20-minute nap, or just give myself a 30-second timeout to be mindful of my breathing. And then I also build in a flex day on my week so that, or an afternoon or something, so that things that had to be carried over or couldn't get done because life happened. So I'm not constantly backed into a corner on my schedule. And then also making time to do something that feeds my soul. And I found that these things are incredibly important because they do ultimately also feed our business. A lot of us start businesses around something that we're already passionate about, but if we're not careful, that passion turns into a job and it turns into work and it no longer feeds our soul. So we really got to be mindful of, like you said, take time out where you are, just be with your family or what it is that you need to do, like turn the phone off at the end of the day. And then some of these other things, give ourselves grace, are really important. Thank you so much, Jen, for sharing. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No, I think it's great. I think everybody should share their tips for self-care and help us get some ideas.
I love that. Yeah. So we would love to hear tips on your self-care. Put them in the comments. We're always wanting to grow as a community and build up a bunch of people who love and support each other. So thank you, Jen. Thank you for joining us on Talk About It Tuesday. See y'all next week.